Death is not something to fear, but something to embrace. In Japan, there's a growing concept of well-being, which focuses on ending life beautifully, just like the idea of well-being during life. Recently, Japan has seen a significant rise in what is called end-of-life services. These services aim to prepare people for their final days, making death less of a burden on families and allowing individuals to take control of their last moments. One of the most interesting trends in Japan's evolving funeral culture is the concept of shared graves, or what the Japanese call hakamoto, meaning grave friends. Traditionally, family members were buried together in one family plot. However, more and more Japanese people are breaking away from this custom. Instead, they are choosing to be buried with people they may not even know but share a common understanding with. For example, individuals who plan to share a grave often meet each other before death. They organize gatherings, share meals, and build friendships with the people they'll eventually rest alongside. It's an innovative way of facing the inevitable with dignity and companionship. The cost for such arrangements is relatively low, with contracts priced between 100,000 and 200,000 yen, which is roughly $900 to $1,800. Since grave maintenance is handled collectively, participants don't have to rely on family members to care for their final resting place. Another fascinating trend in Japan is the idea of living funerals, also known as seizensashiki. These are celebrations held while the person is still alive. It's an opportunity for someone to thank their friends and family and express gratitude in person. A notable example is from 2009, when famous film director Takeshi Kitano hosted his own living funeral. Since then, this idea has become increasingly popular among ordinary people. In one case, a Japanese actor held a living funeral attended by 70 guests. The event was organized like a party, filled with laughter and joy. At one point, the actor even surprised everyone by pretending to rise from a coffin, turning a somber moment into something lighthearted and memorable. These living funerals often involve personal touches, like decorating coffins with favorite themes. For example, one individual who loved Mount Fuji covered their coffin with a fabric that resembled the famous mountain. Another, who adored cherry blossoms, had their entire coffin decorated with sakura motifs. Japan's end-of-life services also include innovative burial methods. One of the most popular options is tree burials, where ashes are buried beneath beautiful flower gardens or large trees. These areas are maintained by temples or private organizations, and they ensure the site remains visually stunning year-round. Participants can choose individual spaces or shared plots, with prices ranging from 300,000 to 480,000 yen, or $2,700 to $4,300. Another emerging method is sea burials. In this approach, ashes are scattered into the sea at a memorable location. Families often choose a site with personal significance, such as a place where the deceased loved to visit. Companies even organize tours for relatives to revisit the scattering location, combining the trip with family vacations. The number of sea burials in Japan has increased dramatically, from just over 100 in 2018 to more than 200 in 2023. The rise of these unique funeral services reflects the profound societal changes in Japan, driven by low birth rates, an aging population, and a growing number of lifelong singles. With fewer family members available to care for graves, many people prefer options that reduce the burden on their loved ones. Additionally, Japanese culture places great emphasis on avoiding inconvenience to others. This mindset plays a significant role in the popularity of these services. In surveys conducted among Japanese aged 50 to 79, many expressed their desire to plan their final arrangements. Common activities included organizing their belongings to reduce future burdens on their families, reviewing financial accounts, and writing end-of-life notes. These actions reflect the cultural value of personal responsibility and independence, even in death. Ultimately, Japan's end-of-life services highlight the growing trend of individuals taking control of how they are remembered and how their lives are celebrated, from shared graves to living funerals and eco-friendly burials. These practices reflect a society that values individuality, practicality, and leaving behind meaningful memories. By embracing well-aging and well-being, the Japanese are redefining what it means to live a fulfilling life all the way to the end. Thank you for watching, and I hope this glimpse into Japan's unique funeral culture has inspired you to reflect on how you might prepare for your own beautiful journey to the end.